is middle-aged, by the way. He's like 40s, maybe late 30s. No, 40s. 40s probably closer to if mid to late 40s, right? And I did hear him, especially this is why I knew exact too. But like I went to the ATM, put in my card, was about to get the cash, and next to the ATM there's like the coffee bar. It's at a gas station, right? And he just comes up and I hear him go like, this is what makes it so pathetic too, and kind of flattering. But like he was like, let's do this. I heard him say the whisper to himself right before he tried to do it. And then as I was walking up to the counter, he said, excuse me. I look back and he says, do you speak Spanish and English? And I'm like, which I don't know if you know, it's been a big theme on like pickup artists to go like English or Spanish. Okay. And then like a girl like say English or Spanish, and then that's like their way in, right? Because that's how they think that like weird interactions work. They're like, well, first you just need to get the interaction. That's the big thing, right?
That's really sad.
No, I looked at him. Because I normally, if like someone like asked for my attention or I look back, I generally, I think as most people do too, smile, right? Just kind of like out of reaction. And I was like, yeah. And then
I'm a nervous smiler.
And my face immediately went, and then turned around. And then like I'd go up. This was the embarrassing part for me though, is because like I went up to the counter right after that. These guys have seen me plenty of times. And I'm just like, they're like befuddled. And they're like, are you buying anything? And I'm like, yeah, sorry. Like, I was just so off by that like interaction, which I've had plenty, like I've talked about it before. I have, not to be braggadocious here, I have so happy and great. I have men hit on me all the fucking time, unfortunately. But that was like my first time with like a pickup, like very clearly like a pickup line.
Like straight up PUA shit.
No, straight up PUA shit. And the fact is like, I'm very online, so I know literally all that shit. So like, if it was another girl, I might not have known
person,
that.
you spot these patterns.
But
pickup
it was just hilarious because that and the like, let's do this beforehand. I'm like,
it's so in
I'm
character.
like, it's just so wild to me. It's so
literally.
It's like, so wild to me because like I'm the girl that I was intimidated by in high school now. Like, you know, that's like, okay, let's do this. And I'm like, God, now I'm the hot girl that like people are like trying to like get themselves worked up and excited for, and it's to like ask out. It's so funny.
I have
such a wild thing.
Such a strong disdain for pickup artists. They're
for sure.
They're incels who have like a little bit more self-confidence, and so actually will like try to manipulate into people and try to have sex with them instead of just sitting around bawling about being virgins. And every once in a while, depending on if they're like sort of skillful at it, they might occasionally be successful, but they're still just scumbags. And then also the funny thing is like the one thing that like that is like second up on the incel hate list after women is fucking pickup artists, but it's for all of the wrong reasons.
But anyways, we can go on this for hours. Let's play.
Yeah, can we get some?
So yeah, we were already just talking about it a little bit. Also, did you put this background in?
Yeah, Lennon was talking about it before you came in here.
Ah, cool. Yeah, it looks cool.
It's cool, right?
So yeah. No,
yeah.
I'm gonna go over. Oh my god.
Thank you, Dali.
I'm gonna go over a little bit.
Thank you, Dali, for stealing somebody else's work, not crediting them, and then like aggravating the problem of climate change using too much electricity.
We get and you feel bad about everything you do.
And making gaming more expensive because they're hogging.
You're peeking.
And making gaming more expensive because they're hogging GPUs.
Yeah.
Was it me peeking or him?
No, him.
As Lenny.
Very much him.
No,
sorry.
Got you. Yeah, no, I have good mic settings.
Yeah. Also, you didn't deep throat your mic like Lenny did just now.
That too. I used to do that for funsies, but
same.
No, to give people ear repay. So yeah, we were investigating the missing people and whatnot. We found out about the below, which is where we then found Addie, finally, who we've been looking for since we started this damn campaign, for the most part. He told us, basically, you guys need to get out of here. This is too dangerous. We then had what were they? What type of? They were druids.
They were druids. There's a one druid. Not all of them were druids, but
there was some druids involved.
Yes, there were some druids involved. Hold on, and
That's
they were
name. There were some druids involved.
Yeah.
Name of my psychedelic band. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There were some druids involved.
No, it's a Led Zeppelin cover band.
Mm-hmm.
And they were worshippers of a
Led Zeppelin,
a deity from we don't know exactly a lot about this deity, but we know that the name of the deity is probably Tanakh.
Okay. Yeah, and then from then they discovered us. We did try to weasel our way a little bit through, I believe. But that did not end up working out. And there was, I can't remember how, but a portal opened. That I can't remember.
That's where the druids came in from.
Right. And then we all basically, we got in a fight and then charged, if I remember, to get out through the portal, which ended us up in the crossroads.
Yes,
Can you pull up the main map? Or do I need to pull it up again? Actually, I can pull it up.
Can you pull it up? I don't have it. I changed my laptop, so I don't have.
And
I mean, I have them.
Soon after this, when we get some time, we were going to talk about installing and working with Foundry.
Sure.
And we will make it happen and work well.
Foundry is the thing we use for Cyberpunk, right?
Yes.
Yep. And what's the main map called?
Hold on. I'm pulling up the one that I have in my. I'm pulling it from my it's not in here. I'm pulling it from my photos. Is it? There it is. I am hopefully going to be getting some new art for Nihilus, some actual art, including emotes. Oh, yeah. Those aren't in there, and I thought they were. They're going to be in the Crossroads is...
Okay, let me see if I have it in my assets folder. I might, but I might not. You know, things that... No, I don't.
Community and updates. Here we go. Here's one of them. Yeah, this is the one. I got it. I'll send it in non-binary brunch if you want to show it.
Show it on the stream. Actually, yeah.
No, I will be, but I got to send it to the others so they can show others as well. Also, remember to join the watch together for music if you like.
Yeah, it's not playing anything for me.
No, it's not. I'm just letting y'all know for right now.
Oh, okay.
Did you send a Jimson link?
Yeah, the link is in there.
Oh, that map.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I just saw your undeafened message, eh? Yeah, I was intentionally deafened because I joined and then I went outside and smoked
I do the same. Oh, good.
And I wasn't on cam yet. I am.
Okay. Here it is. Now, yeah, I'm showing the map on my stream, and you can all have it now. But yeah, so we're in the Crossroads now. We were in South Hathis.
Yes.
In Mund. And then we went to this portal. Yeah. Do you know what part of the Crossroads? Or actually, we don't know yet. We just know that we're in the Crossroads, right? I think we knew.
Yes. Well, okay. So the Crossroads is has a capital.
With that recap, how about you just start it in, do your thing, narrate, and go from there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where we are.
the Crossroads has a capital. It doesn't take you long to figure out that you're probably in the capital, which is called the Crossroads. And well,
Crossroads.
The reason why the Crossroads is
New York.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
The reason why it's called the Crossroads, this is something that is kind of common knowledge, is because it originally started as a market, as a trading post.
You mentioned that for gin.
Yes, and eventually it kind of expanded, like its territorial.
Lower his volume if you need.
That's what I just did.
Hold on. Let me. Maybe I can.
Lenny, you're fine for me. So if you guys need, just lower his volume.
Yeah, Lenny's fine for me too.
It sounded like it was peaking on his end.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, like, for me,
it's not peaking anymore. Now it's not peaking anymore. Now it's fine.
I took the gain down by a lot.
Yeah.
So
he's still too loud. Yeah. Just turn him down on your ends.
So, but basically, it was established by the Jin, and like it kind of expanded its territorial hegemony on the area. So it's not like but it started like the Crossroads was originally just like a trading post with 4 houses. Now it's like almost an empire. There's like boats leaving from there, and and flying machines. It's kind of
actually
like
this was based off of New York, wasn't it? Because New York started as a literal outpost. It was.
It was
because also New York is or Lenny is like me and has a neurodivergent hyperfixation on New York as well.
It's so yeah. Oh yeah.
You mean an unhealthy romanticization?
No, I love it. First off, even though yes, it has sucked my soul away.
Yeah, no, it's definitely unhealthy. It's just like there's literally not one New Yorker. There's literally not one person that lives in New York, that lives in the city, that does not have an unhealthy relationship with this city, like a love-hate relationship with this place. I don't think that it's
huge.
Yeah, I mean, there's no logical reason otherwise to live there.
That's what a lot of people from around Rochester are like.
First off, Dubsy, for a queer person, it's very comfortable, and like compared to a lot of the other part of the country, very acceptable. Not even just with queerness, but just like even if no matter how you're going to dress or look, you're going to not be the craziest person people see, which is nice. The other part, which yes, I know you guys have and whatnot, yay Germany or whatever, but we're one of the few places in this country that actually has decent public transit. And that is one of my favorite parts about it too, for sure.
Like if you lived anywhere else in this country, you would like.
There's nothing. I mean, to be fair, also just an FYI, as much as it has a fuck ton of problems, and it does, the New York subway system, there are like a handful of train systems that run as regularly and frequently as the New York City
and that's in the world
subway. That's in the world. There's a couple others. That's it.
Yep.
The Moscow Metro.
Moscow, and I think it's a Canadian one as well. Like there's a Canadian one and like or like or French one. No, yeah. It's but not even the London
Paris
Tube
Metro.
Does.
So
probably Tokyo actually.
No,
I don't think so.
Paris, London, Tokyo. They all have like they have excellent metro systems, but like nothing. But for example, the Paris Metro closes at 1, so it's like at 3 a.m.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Japan is like as well.
Same with Tokyo. Yeah. That's why they have a lot of like drinking problems because people just drink through the night. Like they kept partying until the trains start again.
The trains out.
Very bad.
No, that's the one thing I really like is that even if they're running slower, you can get home after staying out 2 to 3 a.m. drunk and safely. You could get home. You know what I mean?
So,
anyways, though, now that we've determined that this is based off of the Dutch colony,
not the Ottomans.
Can't believe it's not New Amsterdamia or something.
No, it's actually like kind of based off.
Istanbul, but like, but that's
whatever the crossroads is, but in Dutch.
Yeah, like anyway, but you guys. So as soon as you step through the portal and you see this gigantic window in front of you, you have an image that is very similar to what you see on the background, right? You see these like gigantic domes and these steam machines, and like there's zeppelins flying above ground, and like there's this gigantic market right in front of you. You are in a room that overlooks all of this, and the portal closes right behind you.
Okay.
And at this point, Addie is like, "Oh, fuck! We're in trouble, guys! Oh my god! Those people are gonna hunt us down, and they will kill us."
I think we did a pretty good job of killing them.
Well, also, you.
I'm not afraid of those fucking guys.
Nicholas looks over and goes, Daddy, what did you exactly get us into?
Okay, listen, this is not. I'm not trying to say that I've done anything shady. Let's say shady, but I was trying. I was trying to get these cultists some, humanoid sacrifices, as it were, because they told me that I would be able to get Elgin and I out of the underground. That's it. So now they were
So now you risked his life for it?
Well, they expected for me to deliver more humanoids, and I didn't deliver humanoids, and you actually killed them. So whoever is their boss is probably gonna be a little pissed off, and
we'll kill them too.
I don't know exactly how this is gonna end.
I'll cut his feet off and make him eat them.
We could do that.
Addie looks at Elgin. And Elgin is "Oh, he's just like that. Don't worry. It's
I'll hold Deer Twister back for you for now, but I mean, get on our bad side enough, and I'll let him at you."
Elgin steps in.
That's right. This character's a little more normal than
I would like to point out that he doesn't know you like I do, and he's, they're just joking. They're really nice.
Oh no, he really will. He won't just cut your feet off. He's gonna twist them from the ankles and.
Oh no, I'm not threatening to cut this guy's feet. I'm not threatening to cut Addie's feet off. I'm threatening to cut off the crime boss's feet that he's warning about.
Oh, I was threatening about Addie's, but same.
Well.
I have no interest in cutting off Addie's feet. I find it a little annoying that he keeps lying to us about stuff that.
That's why we're threatening him.
Okay, hey. Addie is like, I have an idea. Why don't we find the local chapter of the Gordonians? And maybe they can help us find a way out of the crossroads, huh? And maybe they can help us find, like, who we can trust in this land. Has everybody ever been to the crossroads, by the way? Anybody ever been to the crossroads?
I don't think I would have.
Yeah, I was going to say that while
I've
you
been a
guys
lot of places,
are talking,
this is a new one.
You see Nillis looking out onto all this machinery and technology and whatnot. She says, "No, but I'm definitely excited to get to know this place." I don't know about leaving just yet. She's definitely very clearly excited about like all the machinery and stuff, especially since she not only from Hathis, but was from the Feywilds of Hathis. Mm-hmm. And was, you know, she as an artificer was always kind of like the weird one away from all her other gnomes. So this looks kind of like a candy store to her.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you don't just see steam machines. You also see like people just floating, like people that like just like levitating, and like you see djinns that like in your like among the people you see djinns who are like just kind of hovering maybe like a foot off the ground, you know, with no feet. Like they are literally like, you know, smoke at the end of their feet, if that makes sense.
Right. But that's like how they are though, right? I mean, well, some of us also know what djinns are.
Well, roll for history.
I was gonna say some of us, I don't know. History?
Everybody.
Roll
history.
All right, let's go. First roll of the session.
Looking at some of the new markers and stuff on here. History.
Is that one that you're allowed to use untrained?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not proficient, just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually got a better roll for me.
Ghosts.
Wow. Yeah, Strig thinks they're ghosts. Everybody rolled above a 10. They know what djinns are, and you've heard stories about the fact that they materialize as vapor.
So then I'll be like,
what if
djinns? I've read about them in my studies at Thalden, but
so have I.
I've never seen one. And they can float like that from what I've heard and be almost like vapor.
Strig starts throwing salt at djinns. Because Strig thinks they're ghosts.
How about
what are you doing, Strig?
Swats at him like
I'm sure they have plenty of spices. You're fine.
Basically.
So I would like to point out that I probably actually had regular interactions with djinn on a semi-regular basis, considering they're from the plane of air.
Fair. Yes, they are. Yeah. You know exactly what they
just
are.
Like farts.
You are actually.
Is that why you didn't roll, Laura?
Yes.
Just innate knowledge makes sense.
Hold on. What's your intelligence? Okay, so maybe not. Why don't you roll a?
No, don't bitch. Sorry.
Why don't you roll a percentage dice for me?
Percentage dice.
Okay. How do I do that again?
Percentage dice is the D100.
Yeah.
It's a D100. Yeah.
And where is that?
On the dice clicker.
Where the dice are?
It should be the last
on your screen where all the dice are, like the last one to the right.
Okay.
It looks like a D10, but it's like but it's.
No, I don't think a lot of people know the term percentile dice for it, though. I had only learned about that through TikTok.
Really?
Well, I didn't know it would automatically be a percentage roll. I thought it was just the tens die instead of the ones die.
Oh no! Yeah. So nothing. That's not. That nothing happens. So you don't understand. You don't understand. You know that djinns speak a language called Janti, but you don't know the language or understand the language.
Like Orin or anything?
Huh? Well, I will in 8 more levels.
No, they speak like common. They speak common, but like
fair enough.
And especially like the ones that live in the crossroads, but they have their own ancestral language, which is Janti, which is like it sounds very wispy and like very melodious. bird sound, you've heard this before, but you wouldn't be able to understand it or to speak it. You probably are able to recognize it if you heard it spoken.
I mean, I can speak orange them, so.
Yeah, which is the language of air, but like they speak their own like language.
Does it sound like Kenneth Copeland when he's speaking in tongues?
No, I don't. Who's Kenneth Copeland?
You don't need to know.
Kenneth Copeland?
You don't.
He is a televangelist who does that speaking in tongues shit.
I hate speaking in tongues.
He is like,
I know.
Yeah, he's like the richest televangelist or whatever.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the richest televangelists. I hate
all. Oh my god.
If not
he owns 6 jets.
Yeah.
6?
Demons.
Yep.
So
what about
travels full of demons?
Addie is like, okay, I think that it's a good idea for us to find the local chapter of the Gordonians. And like I know that we can maybe pull some string. I know that I maybe can
where are you even trying to get
there.
back to right now, Addie?
Sorry, what?
Not Addie. No, Addie. I said, where are you even trying to get back to? What is your goal here? Since you're worried about.
I need to get as far away from the crossroads as possible, simply because the cultists know that I'm here, because they know that the portal was here.
Okay.
The portal led here, so if I can get passage to anywhere else other than
the closest nation is near.
the crossroads, like I could be in Thalden, I could be in South Athos. I don't care as long as I'm away from here.
I mean, first things first, we then have to figure things out, and we got a minute before we can even get out of the crossroads. Other than just,
I would remind you and Lyral that your ultimate goal is to bring Elgin to South Athos.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna. Okay, yeah, that's true.
And we aren't that far from South Athos either.
Yeah. Although, if we come along some bumps and need to go through, like, the mines of Moria or anything. Sorry, I don't know. I was just talking about a movie idea I was making in my head. Don't ask me what a movie is.
Nihilus is going to invent them someday.
Yes, of course.
Also, I would just as this is very important. Seaweed Elise is taking a class on food in cinema.
That's very important. Oh, okay.
And she would like your help on a project.
Sure, of course. I would love to do that.
Okay.
Tell her to text me. But also, with all what we were just saying, can we do perception checks to figure out where the fuck we are? Because aren't we in like a building or something? Looking above?
Yes, you are in a building, and you're looking above. You don't know exactly where this building is. You just know that it seems to be like it's a big space. There's a few crates that are amassed in one side. At the very back of the room, compared to where you're looking out the window, there's a machine that is, like, the best way I can describe it is an elevator. So, like, judging from, and there's obviously like ancestral writing on the floor. Whoever created the portal, the writing is still there, and there's like
a few supplies like scattered, like a makeshift bed on one corner. So somebody had been sleeping here at one point in the last few days, but you don't know much else other than the fact that this looked like an old abandoned storage area.
Is there any like garbage there?
Real quick though, how tall is
any what? Any what?
Garbage.
Garbage, yeah.
Kind of garbage.
Yeah. Like food scraps. You know, like a few. There's like a few wood shavings. Somebody is probably woodworking here, like some minor woodworking.
And ambient music now, FYI.
And like an empty canister of oil for a lantern. So
how tall is Addie?
Addie is about 4 feet tall.
Okay, so there we go. Sorry, I was just getting the right amount of noise on this. So like Nillis is like 3 foot something, I think.
Yeah.
So she's short. So she goes up to Addie and she's like, "Okay, little guy." Yeah, this is what I asked.
He looks at you.
No, because
he looks down at you.
Now I love that. First off, I also love that Nillis calls Deer Twister big guy all the time. I think that is really cute, especially since that like I've literally been like on his shoulders, like walking before. I always love that. Don't look at me like that, Lenny. But no, she says okay, little guy. I've traveled more than half the continent to bring your ass home. We're gonna go to South Halfthus after this. Right after I take a teensy little look around and maybe get a gadget or two. But let's find our way out of here. So, are there any doors?
The only door that you see is the elevator.
There's an elevator.
And there's... Yeah.
How's the elevator operated?
You can't quite tell from where you're at. You see, like, a button to call the elevator, but you don't know if this is operated by magic or by... like if it's operated by magic or like a system of pulleys, like mechanical thing.
I always forget that we actually like isn't the setting of this more like proto steampunk than medieval or something like that?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. I'm so used to playing D&D in medieval settings.
I look to Leoril and I go, what's the chance of us not being in a stronghold of people that want to kill us by going down that elevator, do you think?
How much do I know about the crossroads?
You rolled a 13. No, wait, that was for the ginnies.
That was perception.
Roll for history again.
Oh, is there any specific map I'm supposed to have open?
Nat 20.
I've read about the crossroads.
You know a lot about the crossroads. Crossroads is a very welcoming society. The crossroads is it's a very welcoming society. It like there's literally all sorts of races. You know that it's held together by a mercantile oligarchy.
Because I know what that is. Yes.
I know what mercantile
is. What is mercantile again?
It's like merchants. And merchants are running things. They're like capitalists. So this is how this place is the perfect place to start communism, basically, because communism is the next step coming after capitalism.
It's also like mercantilism is generally like an economic system where where like the whole economic system was sort of capitalist, but not like free market. It orbited around.
This is what Robert. Yeah, that's colonial capitalism, or like. Yeah, but this is like
that's what mercantilism was too.
Well, yeah, but think about this is a good way of thinking about as like mob bosses and robber barons operating and running everything.
Yeah.
Basically, what you know is that there's the Council of Elders, and you don't know exactly how many or who is on the Council of Elders, but you know it's run by a council, right? It's not like a dictatorship like in North Hathis. You know
Wrong
that there's
in North Hathis anyway. You need a dictatorship of the proletariat.
Yeah.
Is this place sort of like the Republic of or is this place sort of like the Republic of Florence back before when like Cosimo de Medici was alive and shit?
Kind of like that. Like it's got like it's a mercantile society. Everything is very much a trade. So like if you want to get ahead in this society, like everything is very transactional. So you know this about the Crossroads. Everything is extremely transactional, but it's also like extremely rich. And they like these people are famous because they the Jinns are famous because they trade with other planes. They also trade with other continents. There, and you know that if you want to find anything in the Crossroad, like if you want to find anything from other planes or anywhere else in the multiverse, you're probably gonna find it here.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm guessing we get that now from their knowledge, but
we know that we're probably going to be okay if we go down there. It sounds like.
My only worry is that wherever this portal came from, it might have been friendly to the people that were, trying to kill us just a moment ago. So we might want to watch our step a little bit.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying on the way out.
But definitely the city as a whole is not going to be unkind to us anyway.
Yeah. To my knowledge, I should also still be in my infiltrator armor. So that's good.
Yeah, that's I don't think you changed your armor.
No, I don't believe I did because we were in combat and I was fully. Okay, that's good to know. And I got to tell you just because want to press the button.
By the way, you did not take possession of Talia.
Oh.
Am I the one that maneuvers her?
You had been, yes.
Okay, well, never mind.
When we go to Foundry, you'll be able to give it to me and I'll show you how to. The another thing that'll be nice with Foundry too, Lenny, is that you'll be able to give me an assistant GM role. And I can be able to help you, and we can even literally upload music ourselves into the game and not just use watch together and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you've been controlling Talia in general. Sometimes I'll roll for her attack, but unless you're able to give her to me, and then I'll definitely do it. Ooh, I am at 17 hit points though.
So you are what is here? Sorry now. Huh?
Is there a specific map I'm supposed to have open?
No.
Cool.
Okay, so you press the button, right, to the elevator. Yeah, right, you press the button to the elevator. You hear a faint humming, and literally you see this big box floating towards you, and these doors open. You see there's little windows, little circle windows
and on Willy Wonka
elevator. This little like round windows on the doors of the elevator. This is a big elevator. It's probably like 7 foot wide. Okay, and so
I've seen bigger.
Like, like maybe like 2.5 meters, something like that. Something like that. This is for Dubsy. 2.5 meters wide. 2.5 meters wide. And they open, and you are in like the elevator cage. The elevator room looks like something that was formerly very well adorned, but it's kind of run down. You see like little decorations on the four corners of this elevator, and they're like these. This decoration looks kind of like capitals in columns. You know, like very like the leaves. What do you call it? The
crowns.
Oh my god! No, wait, hold on. I need I
don't know, like Doric, whatever that's.
Yes, it's their Doric in their Doric, like they look like kind of Doric acanthus leaves. So like you see they look like Doric capitals, you know, and there's like faded velvet on the walls of this elevator, and as soon as you walk in, there's like only one button that you can press to go down, and you press it, and it opens. Like after a few seconds, this opens up to the ground floor of this building, and it's like a long corridor, very dark, it's about 8 feet tall. It's a long corridor shaped like a half barrel, and covered in like little tiny white mosaic tiles, right? You walk down the long corridor, and you are in the main square of the crossroads.
So, just real quick, I did not get in the elevator. I instead went out the window.
Okay. I'm sorry, that's the most you thing I've ever heard you say. As someone that has now been your GM and been in a party with you, I am just starting to know you as a player, Laura, and that is the most you thing I've heard. And thank you for the Laura moment. Anyways, love you, one.
I'm a bird with claustrophobia. Of course, I go out the window instead of the fucking elevator.
Well, I was raised in a cage, so I'm going in.
So you open the window, and you fly out. This is what everybody sees. As you step into the main square of the crossroads, you're immediately struck by the vibrant blend of sight and sounds and smells. It's a bustling like hub of activity. There's like these grand buildings with like these domes and like kind of arabesque designs, and you see like on the sides of the building there's a lot of like copper and brass, and you see like
the inspirations of like Muslim golden age too. Kind of like that too, it feels like.
And basically you see like there's like a lot of the buildings have like gears that are visible on top of like in the facade of the building, and there's like a bunch of shops and emporiums. People are pandering anything from food and spices to like highly complex weaponry to like machines to magical objects and curiosities. There's like stands that have like attractions, you know, you see the largest the largest. Oh my God, I cannot. The largest wheel of cheese in all of God. See the largest. See the all of these weird things that they're pandering. And there's like a lot of noise around you, and everybody is haggling for something. You hear like, 10 gold pieces. No, I'll take 12. I'm like, it's like a gigantic market.
Okay. So Nillis is like, she may not be a capitalism defender, but like she is like
still a capitalism enjoyer.
Yes. And like her ADHD has a brain, and the fact that all this tech and new stuff, like she's just like, she's not drooling, but she's like, her like cheeks are all rosy, although
visibly excited.
She feels like she's very excited, and although I would say that she kind of feels a little out of place in her armor right now. Like, we just came out of combat into a war zone.
Can't you don off and don on your armor
as an action? So yeah, an action, but actually no, it's an action. It's an action.
So why don't you?
I was gonna say, like, if I can. So in that same vein, she's just like, kind of like taking a moment to relax, breathing in the steam that's being. She loves it though. Like, that's the fun contradiction about Nillis is she is a forest gnome too, of all things, but she never like fit in there. But she likes the sounds and the steam, and she just kind of like clicks a little button, and the like white arcane and almost metal, metal I think it is actually. So arcane armor kind of disappears into her other leathers, and the only other thing remaining on her that's particularly shining or cool is her boots of speed that she recently acquired. But she looks at Leo and she's like, "Do you want to come shopping with me? I need someone to hold my things."
You sure Deer Twister wouldn't be better?
Deer Twister? Big guy?
Was
mind if I sit on your shoulders and you pick up the heavy things?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. She gets next to him and she lifts him up on her shoulder and she's like, "Let's go, big guy."
So do you
yeah, do I want to go? I want to check out, like, yeah.
Do you climb on top of Zanak in like perfect Master Blaster fashion?
Do I need a roll for it?
No.
No, I was just gonna say, like, as he's done before, and we've kind of like got this cute little like was that you, Dubsy?
No, that was Lenny.
Oh, that was Lenny. True.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just had it. I just needed to like see.
No, that's fair. Who did that one?
Well, I don't know. I would just click.
Oh my God! Chill out. That was you again, Lenny.
You can't give me. Yeah, you can't give me a toy and then be like, "Don't play with it. Don't play with Lenny. Don't play with it."
Well, I wouldn't.
This is also what you can do for saying I'm gay. A little sussy, bro. I'm a little sussy. That's what the kids say is gay now. You're being sus, okay? Did you know that you're being sus right now?
That's so out. That's so 2020.
That is super 2020. If I know
I hear people.
If I know it, it means. If
not
I know it,
I see not the kids. Not the kids.
Fair.
The millennials do.
I haven't seen it from millennials. But anyways. But because of the comfort that they've kind of gotten before, of like the second time that we went to jail together, when he kind of held me up like that, she's kind of got like Nils has gotten a little bit more comfortable with just letting like I was gonna say manhandle her. No, yeah, she likes to get uppies. Yeah. And so he kind of just like lifts her up and like puts her on their shoulder. I'm like, all right. And she pats him kind of like on the back. No, more like I'm on one of your shoulders because I'm so tiny.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like 3 foot, like 3'3", I think, or 4.
That's right. How tall is this guy again? Like 7'5" or something? 7 foot.
Yeah, you're like about 7 feet tall. Yeah, you're about like you make Shaq look like a tiny.
Yeah, I'm
person.
7'7" and weigh 325 pounds.
I do love this little like I think Nils has this little brotherly thing with like Zanok. She likes, as you kind of see, like she's called Addie little guy because he's a gnome that's bigger than her. But like with Zanok, she's like, hey big guy or whatever, and just like let's ride, let's go.
So
I'm gonna go with them, but like walking.
All right.
You're not gonna get on his other arm?
I'm not getting on his other shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk next to him and look dwarfed.
Is there any particular place that you guys want to visit?
Nils is wanting to and tells Deer Twister, like, well, she's like looking at all other kinds of things, but what she's looking for right now is maybe a place that she could buy new tech or find out new magics or tech and things like that.
Yeah.
She's also looking at little trinkets that maybe buy. Also, meanwhile, oh, this is so cute. Actually, so on Zanok's other shoulder is Talia. And she's just kind of chilling on his other shoulder.
This is adorable.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. This is why you can't leave here.
So, yeah, you can.
So yeah, is there anything there? Do I see any shops?
Well, no, it's plenty of shops, but like it's also this is kind of like going to Amazon and say, is there stuff in here?
Oh, I said I'm looking for artificer stuff and like machinery and technology that I can use.
What type of machinery do you want? Like a locomotive, or do you want a rifle? You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of different things that you could buy.
Clockwork stuff and rifles. Just tell me what I see and what I got, and I'll go for it. Okay. Advertise to me, Bezos.
Hold on. So you see like people that are like.
I'm also just trying to give you an opportunity to tell us and show us this little world of yours, you dweeb.
Well, I didn't expect that you would do that. Like,
I literally put myself on a roller coaster for you. And that roller coaster is another player.
So hold on. So you find like a bunch of different things, including like repeating rifles. You find people pandering like
they're pandering.
They're not pandering. They're not pandering. The word that I'm looking for is peddling. Sorry.
Peddling.
Peddling a mechanical horse. A mechanical horse. It's kind of like it looks like, I mean, the best way that I could explain it is a bike, but
it has their bikes.
No, but it has a little like steam-powered engine, and it doesn't have wheels.
So she goes up to that immediately. No, because this is kind of like, this could be like her motorcycle. Like, and listen, if there's anything,
it moves.
I don't know I don't know if you've noticed, but Nilla's does have an infatuation with women. That's what I was just gonna say.
She just wants to be a dyke on a bike.
That's right.
She's gonna be leading the pride parade.
I know. That's why I can't wait to get a new motorcycle. And I love the dykes on bikes. I was screaming. Kat saw me when I saw the dykes on bikes and
she was very excited.
Brooklyn Pride. I was like, and when they got ready, and then I saw like one of their girlfriends get on the back, and I'm like, they're so cute.
So you also find like a bunch of things that look like glasses and like helmets, and they are like each one of them has a different each one of them has a different ability. Some of them help you break locks more easily. Some others make you like see invisibility more easily. Some others you don't know exactly what they do, but like the merchant says that it will make you smarter. So they are like there's a lot of things. So you want to buy the horse.
No, the horse. That's not what I said immediately. First off, so what Nilla's does is she taps on Zanak. She goes over there, and then as they get closer, she literally goes, "Put your arm up, big guy," and she just kind of slides down his arm, and then gets down, and she immediately, without asking, without doing anything with anyone, because she's Nilla's. Oh, cute head pats. That's a good Dubsy. And then without asking anyone or doing anything,
look a non-binary branch. That's why I got head pads.
Hold up. What? What is that?
What?
Oh, me. Oh, I see. That's cute. It took me a second. That's so cute.
It's very scribbly, but I think you
I was like,
you can
I was seeing it, but like, no, that's super cute. Thank you. Also, hold on for stream. Dubsy, by the way, is so talented. By the way, as an artist, it's very frustrating. They're very quick. I'm telling my stream, not you all. I think you guys have all realized that.
If only I would do something with
your
it.
Stream might not.
Those drawings are fucking dank.
No, and like. The one that you did, I think, like the quick ones that you did for, sorry, again, referencing another campaign that's not being streamed and it's not yours, Lenny, so I apologize. But in our Cyberpunk one where you did for Trench, just like immediately that like night after, and I thought that was so cool. But no, thank you. That's so cute. I love that. That is the head pat worthy.
Thank you.
Hold on.
There's also like you also see this is something that captures your eye. It's a gigantic mechanical spider.
Okay. So
like
so she goes to the spider and then the horse.
It's big enough. It's big enough for you to ride.
Okay, so it's like rideable.
Yes.
Okay, so actually she goes to that. But one of the first things that she does is she like already immediately puts like her hands on it, but like actually even before she gets to it, you just kind of see come out of like she gets close, and then you just see like her pull out her magnifying glass and like out of her pocket like a tool, and she starts delving around in there and trying to start looking at it.
Right.
The merchant is like, yeah, sure. The merchant is like, hey, what are you doing? No, you break it, you buy it, okay? Stop. I don't like that.
What is it? Also,
what are you looking at? The horse, or
the spider thingy and the horse?
Oh, that is the wonder of wonders. It's called the mechanical spider. We tried to give it a fancy name like Mecha Spider. like Shelob, but marketing wasn't on board with this. By the way,
what's it made out of?
How about a Ragbot? Oh no, wait.
This is made of steel. Why would you think it's made of anything else other than steel? Also, I can't give you my trade secrets. I just will tell you that it runs on iridium.
Do I know what that is?
Roll for history.
Okay.
Do I know what that is?
Roll for medals.
Are you close enough to hear us right now? That's the other
you.
Okay. Hold on. History. Cool. Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Yeah, you know what iridium is. It's a metal.
Hold on. Oh, I wanted to do it. Give me a second. Let me do my history tag. There. It was trying to do a
you don't know.
Well, that one was shit.
You don't know what iridium is.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, they know. They know. Lyral knows. Lyral knows. It's a metal.
Okay.
So
does it? How far can it go? Does it have any weapons? What's it mainly for? How long does it take to charge?
Hey! Wait a minute. First of all,
I do want to answer for all those, but I did want her to do that.
It doesn't charge. You need to put iridium in it. It does not charge. Once it's out of iridium, it stops running. However, I can tell you that about a stone's worth of iridium, so this much, will power the creature for a couple of weeks.
Weapons?
Those sound pretty
well, cool. Those can always be they can always be installed. Now, this is Lenny DM to Seaweed the player. Let's move on to Strig and the other characters.
No, of course. For sure.
So
you gave me a lot of leeway there. Thank you.
We should do initiative for this for those types of interactions as well. I did that in my game.
Not bad. That's not bad actually.
Yeah,
because it helps if you especially want to have character exploration, and so no one's hogging the time too much. Yeah. That might be helpful.
Yeah. So where did you want to go? You were in the market. Where did you want to go? What are you looking for?
Well, Strig is looking for items that would give spell slots, basically. Strig wants just more spell slots. Strig wants, more spell slots. Lot of spell slots.
You can't. Okay, so you cannot get more spell slots unless you level up. But you can get items. You can get scrolls. There's plenty of scrolls. There's also artifacts that will give you 1 or 2 spells
to use.
To use every so often, once a day, twice a day, and so on and so forth. Like
a sunstone to store spells inside.
Well, no, a wand of magic missile or a wand of fireballs, or something like that. You see plenty of those things. There, you see the Staff of Winter, which is this staff that can cast Ice Storm. Okay. And none of them has. By the way, in both the technical stalls and the magical stalls, literally there are never prices. Prices are never listed.
All right. Yeah, it's haggle.
Yeah, you have to haggle.
Yeah. Strig would like to know which items that give spells, as you said, and what was the other one before?
You have scrolls,
also.
So scrolls. You literally can find any scroll you want at a price. The scroll starts at 150. Sorry, 100 for a level 1 scroll. Literally any scroll you want from the player's manual. They start at 100 gold pieces, and they go 50 up for each level. So 100, 150, 200, 250, and so on and so forth. So a 4th level spell would be 250 gold pieces.
Okay. And the items with
the items. So you find a
Staff of Winter. Yeah.
The Staff of Winter. You find a wand of fireballs. You find a wand of magic missile. You find a pair of gloves that can cast shield or magic or mage armor, and you find a helmet that the person says that it will make you more he says that this is the secret weapon to have people love you.
I would like to inspect that item closely and see what it actually does.
Are you casting? Well, if you do an Arcana check, you can do an Arcana check. Sure.
I don't think I have a spell that I don't have a.
Do you have Identify?
I don't think I have Identify. That's why I'm just gonna.
Well, you can do an Arcana check, and I will tell you if you recognize the item or not.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Phoebe. Hi, baby. You miss me?
It's a 7.
Baby.
So
yeah, you have no idea what that is. I
am interested in the wand of magic missile though. How much is that one? And how often is it? Is it like once a day? I can look it up.
So the wand of magic missiles.
7 charges.
This has 7. Yes. Cool. It has 7 charges. If and it regains 1d6 plus 1 every day. And if you use all of the charges, you have to roll a d20. And on a 1, the 1 is completely destroyed.
All right.
And
I want it.
The wand of magic missile is at hold on, just give me a second.
I don't know how much money I have.
Oh, you probably cannot afford it anyway.
Yeah, probably not. I don't have anything.
Never
mind. Go to the next person. I'm poor.
It's 8,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm poor anyway. Next person. No haggle.
Okay.
My inventory says I have 4 GP.
Well, I mean, the party sheet says that you guys have some money. Inventory. You have 820 GP,
which isn't even close.
You know.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, it's not even close, but you know.
Yeah, that's the only one I was kind of interested in, and so, I mean, how much are the gloves of mage armor? Was there a price, or was that also just haggle? Because I can roll for that. I would like to roll for that.
Hold on.
Let me persuade
some of the
them
more
to give me free stuff.
Things.
Where's the free tryout stuff?
Would this be a good time?
Hold on. It's so. Hold on.
Pierre?
Just give me a second.
You wanted to ask something?
It's 2,000 gold pieces. He says no. He says it's 2,000 gold pieces.
No, it's not worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Well, then thank you very much.
Yeah, goodbye. Strick turns around.
Do we want to move on to Brickton Bird Sound before going back to the three of us? I don't know if they want to do anything.
Yeah, do you guys want to do anything? And Zanak, oh, sorry. Yes, go ahead.
I was just simply going to ask if this is a time when the more techie characters are buying like fancy shit. Is this a good time for the simple people like me to go grab a cigarette?
Sure.
Or how long were you guys going to spend buying stuff?
Well, I would like to and in all of this, like you can notice that Addy and Elgin, who are like following each of the groups, are pretty nervous. They're like, we should get to safety. We should not just be like around here. They know what we all look like, and if they catch us, we are going to have to fight, and I don't feel like fighting, and we don't know how many of them there will be. I suggest we find the Gordonians and find safe haven with the Gordonians.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Sure, you're gonna have to convince Nillis, though.
Bird Sound, what did you want to do?
Okay, so I take about 10, 15 gold from the party gold. And I want to go run around, look for street food and anything related to the plane of air.
Oh, sure. You can buy as far as street food related to the plane of air, right?
No, street food, and then separate item trinkets from plane of air.
Okay. So the street food you find, it's like it's a weird fried sweet treat. It's kind of like, it tastes a little bit like honey, and it has the shape of like a mandala, right? And when they give it to you, it's shaped like a little mandala, but as soon as you take it in your hand, it starts moving and and it changes a shape and it turns into a ball. And after a little bit, it turns into a flower, but it's like edible. So it's, and as soon as you like bite into it, it's crunchy on the outside and a little like gooey on the inside. And it stops once you bite it. It stops moving, but it's very sweet.
Nice.
And you're right, Kat.
They call it
the tomatoes changed this dish. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying.
And related to the plane of air, you find like a few paintings of like air elementals, and that look like the air elemental inside the painting is alive. They cost 1 gold piece each.
Wait, how big are they?
They're about this big, like maybe a foot by a foot.
Oh hell yeah!
The air elemental, the air elemental is like, it looks like it's alive and it moves, and like if you tap on the painting, it kind of like does a scary move towards you and kind of bangs its face against the frame, like not the frame, but like the surface of the paper, and it's kind of like a postcard, but it's
like an aquarium, basically. Like you're like doom, 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 like that.
Yeah, and you don't like. It's obviously a magic object, but it's not like, you don't know what type of magic, and you don't know like if the elemental has the ability to get out of there, if it's an actual real elemental and who is trapped, or if it's just like a depiction of one. Does that make sense?
Yep. Okay, so yeah, I'll buy both of them.
Okay. You have 2 paintings of air elementals. We're gonna put it in your inventory. Okay. All right. So it's not very difficult to find. So anybody else wants to go and do something? Okay, let's go back to Lyral and Nillis.
Did Brickton want to do anything? Because Brickton's the only one we haven't touched.
I haven't heard from Brickton, even out of character or anything. That little gay boy.
Aids. Hi, Aids. We love you. Don't be afraid to speak.
Howdy. Is there a like an arbor?
You muted.
Oh, you cut out, Aids.
Any kind of like natural, like
a park,
conservatory or anything?
There are hanging gardens. You've heard of hanging gardens in the Crossroads, but it's more like, a very manicured experience, so to speak.
Would anyone there be selling any books on plants?
Oh, you can find books on plants here very easily, yeah.
All right, I'd just like to purchase some books then.
You find a guide to herbalism. It's this guide to herbalism costs 5 gold pieces.
Let me just double check. I think I have that. Everyone okay if I take 2 gold pieces out of the party?
I will kill you. But yes.
It'll be the 2 gold pieces you can't get the spider with.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna screw me over right now.
Hey, if you can make sure of it, then I'm even more fine with it.
Then I would like to buy the book.
Okay, you bought the books. You will have a short rest and you will have the ability to read the book. You will gain the ability to create a salve, assuming that you have access to the right herbs, which you can forage. By the way, they're not like very difficult herbs to find, you can buy them, and you will be able to make a salve that does restore 2 HP.
Sweet. Well, that's all I wanted to do. Thank you.
Cool. Those are I will tell you how each, how much these the herbs that you need cost, and I will tell you how many you can make from it. Okay. It's a salve. It's just
Sounds
like a
good.
little thing that you can rub on a wound, and it kind of helps it heal. Okay. So in all of this, Addy is really trying to look, he is trying his best not to look suspicious, and in his attempt, he looks suspicious as shit. He looks so obviously guilty.
Loud whistling?
And
really? Loud whistling?
Yeah, and Elgin is even worse at that, but to a certain extent, kind of more understandably so, because at least he's not a rogue, he's not that's not his job. But Hattie is so bad at being inconspicuous. He's also he's very tall for a halfling, and he's very muscular for a halfling, so he kind of stands out. And he's yeah, what's up?
Hold on, because give me 1 sec. I'm curious about. Well, I'm just checking my. Okay, where is it? Actions. I'm just trying to see.
What? Huh? I'm awake.
I'm just. I'll let you. Stop it! Don't do that. That's me. Where's my? Why don't I see it here? Is invisibility? It's a second level or
invisibility is second level. Yes.
Okay, never mind then. Because Nillis was gonna just be like shh and just cast invisibility on him, but she can't, and just be like, be quiet over there while I'm busy. She was gonna use the. She was even gonna use the spell slot up for it, but I don't have it. I don't have the spell slot.
So okay. So
what was he gonna say?
Addy is like, I don't mean to be a pain in the butt, but you know, we might want to head over to the Gordonians. I mean, they're
so
probably
nothing else but at least friendly to us. You know, maybe they can help us get out of here.
Nillis looks over and just like, I've been to prison twice for you and across the continent. You can wait 5 more minutes for me. Anyways, she goes, so the spider. And then she's like, and we can go to the Gordonians after.
The spider, and the guy's like,
the spider.
You want to buy the spider or not? It's 1,000 gold pieces.
What about the horse?
Horse is more, obviously.
Is that obvious? I don't know. It looks like shoddy workmanship if I've ever seen it.
Well, you have to buy it.
There comes Nillis. Sorry, I'm just having a good part.
The doctor didn't tell you to buy a mechanical spider. It's not like doctor's orders that you have.
I thought you were trying to make a fucking deal here.
Well, not if the customer is rude.
I thought you want money, not my.
By the way, you're talking to a djinn. Djinns are about 7 to 8 feet tall. You're
talking to a girl with a -1 charisma stat. Okay.
They're kind of like their skin tone varies from like dark gray to blue to like full on like brownish, and they're usually like
bronze,
tall and yeah, and this one has feet, by the way. You see them like he doesn't like, and he has like all sorts of like trinkets on his head, like that are like mechanical, you know, a little one of those little eyes to look for, one of those little monocles to look at gold, but like it occupies the better part of his head, you know. And he's like, if the customer is rude, I'm not looking to make any deals. The horse can sit something that is bigger than you, whereas the spider can only sit something that's about as tall as you. So the horse, obviously, is more in demand. It's 1,500 gold pieces. This is the law of the market. Supply, demand. More people want it, I charge more. Very simple.
She starts rolling her eyes a little bit. She's like, okay, I'll be back, old man, with cash in hand. Talk to you later.
By the way, your group does have 800.
I know, but that's a lot of money. That's well, close enough. What? Oh, now you're you. Okay,
I'm just saying.
How can I try to haggle this?
Could Strick help haggle for it?
Yeah.
You could use the help action, but okay, go ahead.
The help action? No, Strick wants to haggle themselves.
Yeah.
You want to haggle?
Pissed off with this.
Hold on. You were not there. You were in another section of the market.
Oh, okay, good, fair.
Okay.
Market drama.
I know. I'm trying to decide. Hold on. Let me see what I'm gonna do.
How much do you have personally, like in your
I only
personal?
have like 17 gold or something.
How much do you have in your 401k? Like empty your 401k. Do you have a Roth IRA? What the fuck?
No.
Are you a child?
Shut up. I have 12 GP, 2 EP.
You know that horrible,
yeah, 9
you know that horrible human that horrible human being on TikTok called Caleb Hammer, right?
I don't know.
Are you a child? Are you a child? Are you a child?
He does. He gives like.
Oh my god.
He's some stock, like, bro.
He's not a stock bro. That's the weird thing. Like, he is just a guy that gives financial advice to people who have like financial problems, who are in a lot of debt, and by far, like, I can tell these people seriously don't know how to manage their money. Like, it's really some of them are really problematic, but like, he's a fucking asshole.
Before Nillis leaves, actually, she says, like, okay, I'll be back, old man. And then she turns around and actually goes, actually, I did see some of the stuff you around here needs some cleaning and some work done on it. I could provide my services and help out around the store, of course. Maybe or like with some of your equipment. I am quite well trained. I come from Thalden, actually. I have credentials as well from the Academy of Artificery. I'm a professor there, actually.
He's like, well, I might consider your
maybe I couldn't even get you information from my libraries.
He's like, I might consider your offer. He's like, but I first need some proof of your skill. So he takes out a little, like, automaton, about yay big, like maybe 1.5 foot, maybe.
Also, by the way, I think at this point Talia's on my shoulder, right? Like, she came down off of Snog.
Yeah.
Just an FYI.
And is like, this thing used to move and talk. Very simple sentences, nothing big. But some kid has been playing with it, and they broke it. How about you fix it, and you get a big discount, and you can get the job of fixing the things in my store, and then you get a gigantic discount on the spider.
Oh. I always like new chances to learn about new things.
All right, she smiles. You do.
What do I need to check?
Roll for Smith tools. So just roll a d20, add your intelligence and your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so d20. Oof.
Ouch.
Okay. But what else?
Plus the proficiency bonus is 3, plus your intelligence is 3, so that's 8. A total of 8. Oof. Yeah, you don't really know what's wrong with this robot. Sorry.
There's nothing else I can figure out with it. Yeah, that does suck. That was a bad roll. That was bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, I think that might be it. Okay. I look at him and I'm like, I'm going to learn more about this. I'm going to be back. I'm going to get that spider. And then she turns away and leaves.
All right. So you walk down the main thoroughfare of the crossroads, and eventually you arrive at a building which looks a little more dilapidated than the rest. It's not by no means like dilapidated, but it looks a little bit shoddier. Like, it's got less sparkle. The all the ornaments are not as well polished and everything. And there's the picture, a stylized picture
of a guy with a big beard, and you all recognized the symbol of the Gordonian Society. That man with a beard is Gordon, who is kind of like the ideologue of this movement.
Gordon Gordonianson, yes, classic. Gordonian.
He has a mononym. Okay, he was known as Gordon, kind of like Cher. Okay, it's just like he's not like, not everybody has to have a first and a last name. Also,
like Aristotle.
Like Aristotle, like it's not like Aristotle Smith, Johnson. It's just like Aristotle. That's it.
Aristotle Smith Johnson would be amazing if we found out that was his actual middle and last name. Like,
he's actually related to Beer Bash.
Yeah, Beer Bash Johnson. Yeah, absolutely.
Turned out he's from Cleveland.
Not Aristotle from Greece. Aristotle from Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, what do you mean?
Yeah.
So, but he's you walk in, there's like, it's very welcoming. It's very nice inside. It's got like these like velvet couches, kind of like exactly how you would expect the interior of any of these buildings look. Obviously, it's not as richly decorated as most of the buildings in the Crossroads, but it's still like nice. And as soon as you walk in, you're on this kind of like reception area, and as soon as you walk in, the only person there who is also like, he's presents himself, it's a djinn. He's like not just any djinn. Usually djinns are very muscular. This guy is like he's like barrel chested. He's got like barrel chest, big belly. He has purple lips, very dark blue skin, and like yellow eyes, and like a gigantic beard, and he has like, welcome. He's like, my name is Azel Al-Grahel. And I am the leader of this chapter of the Gordonian Society. How may I help you today?
We need to get someone in our party here out of the area. And we're on a mission from Thalden to South Hathis to now here.
He looks, wow, this seems to be very important. Come with me. So he opens a door, gets you to up a couple of flights of stairs, and there's like what looks to be a home. And it's like he basically, it's like, welcome to my humble abode. We use this as a safe house, for lack of a better word. You say you need to get out of the Crossroads?
Yes, we need to get a package here. Nillis is, by the way, intent. Just she looks over at Leorilla as well, and just kind of like, I'm specifically not trying to point Addie out because she's still suspicious of, like, we don't know where we're at. This is a new type of Gordonian faction. She's not trying to say, like, she's trying to just say, like, very intentionally, like, one of us needs to get out of here, and we're working on that. That's all. Like, I want to bring attention to that. Like,
he's like, okay, well, it's going to be Interesting. All I can tell you that if you want to get out of, the crossroad, your best bet is Zephyr. Zephyr is one of the 12. You guys recognize the 12. Like, actually, Lyral, you recognize the 12 as what another name of the Council of Elders. Okay? So it's 12 people. 12 djinns at that. He is one of the 12s, and he owns, like, the biggest air transportation service in all of the crossroads. And if you want to get out of here, I bet that is your best bet. Also, although he is a merchant, he's always been very friendly with the Gordonians. He doesn't really see color unless it's the color of gold, if you know what I mean. So
he's colorblind.
Except for gold.
He looks at you. And he's like, "Yeah, except for gold." I can introduce you to. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just need to paint ourselves gold, and then he'll think that we're really great.
He's like, "Can I offer you some rose wine?"
Sure.
He opens like a cabinet. He takes a bottle, like looks like a flask. The flask looks extremely small in his hand, and then he pours it, and offers you the glass of rose wine. And then he takes another cup, which is much bigger, and it's obvious that little flask does not contain all that rose wine. Like, it's impossible that little flask contains, half a gallon of rose wine. And then he puts the rose wine back in the cupboard and downs the entire thing. Lyral, you taste the rose wine. It's very interesting. It's extremely floral, and it seems almost like water in your mouth at first, but as soon as you swallow it, you get this intense burning feeling in your gut. It's just one of the strongest things you've ever tasted.
Do you need a roll for con or anything?
No,
okay.
It's fine. You're good. It's just you had one glass and you're fine. I'm not gonna say that you're getting drunk off of one glass.
Okay.
By the way, it's delicious, but it's also super strong. He's like, nothing like some good rose wine. I can introduce you to Zephyr. If you are indeed Gordonians. And he asks you, what are the 2 tenets? So I want Nillis and Lyral to roll for history with advantage, and everybody else roll for history.
Okay.
Well, that's
also, I was going to say great. When Nillis, or not Nillis, when Lyral made that comment about paying ourselves gold or whatever, Nillis literally looked over and was like, really? Even for you?
Nillis, if you could stop rolling shady rolls, that'd be great. Just saying.
That's what I'm saying too, dog.
Did you roll at advantage?
Now I did. I just did it.
Yeah, still.
Wait, did it roll?
I don't see anything.
You rolled it. No, I don't see anything.
Hold on, let me roll it again since it didn't show up. I just did try to roll it. That's weird.
Oh, you rolled not history. You did not roll history. You rolled just a regular d20.
That's so weird.
Oh
no. History.
Oh, that was
there. Let's look.
Okay.
That one
so
was also terrible.
That's also
you rolled,
but it's
weird.
fine.
You did not. No, you rolled 2.
Well, it says skill.
You rolled
history.
2 d20s. Why don't you? Oh, it says skill history.
No, yes, because I'm also proficient, and you told me to do it with advantage.
Yeah, but that's odd. It shouldn't roll 2.
No,
It should roll 1 and take
did you,
2.
Oh, maybe it's because I right clicked it before I did it.
Yeah,
Is that
no,
why?
you have to click advantage instead.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Thank you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. That's right. Thank you for the reminder. My apologies. It's been a minute since I played on FGU. This is why we need to leave.
Exactly.
Well, good that you got the 7 and 9 roll out. Of
There we
the
go.
system.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's at least a bit
so-
better. Well, no, but
So the two you recite the 2 tenets, which are smash the patriarchy and care for each other, or something like that, some shit like that. I don't.
some shit like that of the fake communist ideology I made. Also, I wanted to say 8. I like your little butts pillow. That's cute.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So, what are the
actually
2
noticed
tenets?
it.
I would know.
Yeah, we want to
Very
know.
smart.
Yes, Drake knows.
Strict knows.
I would say, I would imagine it's at least, all that Marx bullshit that they say these kids say these days. Sorry, I've been drinking and smoking, but means of production.
Sees the means of production.
Shit. But yeah, workers should own the means of production. I would imagine. Maybe to each their own, and to whatever it is. I'm a communist, y'all.
You are just like failing all of your roles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, these are the 2 tenets. All magical and technical discoveries should be owned by everybody. That's the first one. And
I like that it involves magic. That's dope, actually.
And equitable distribution of of mystical resources. That is.
So yeah. So we
those are
the 3 of us know. Does Bird Sound know?
He's not they're not a Gordonian.
Well,
yeah, but they could still know.
No, I wouldn't.
Wait, hold on. Did they roll right?
No, they didn't roll at all.
No, I'm from an entire different plane. There is no way I would know anything about your little club.
Yes.
I think our little club's pretty popular. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's called the Popular Front, sweetie. Get with it.
So, but basically, he's like, huh.
Shut up, Dubsy.
You are Gordonians.
I didn't say anything, though.
It was all in your face.
He's like, if... so at this point, Addie steps out, and he's like, hi. Yes, hi. I am with them. So, there's something that I should tell you, Mr. Azel. So me and my partner Elgin here, we are how would I say it?
No.
How would I say it? We are kind of and Elgin goes like wanted, I guess? Yes, wanted. That is the right word. Wanted. Somebody, let's not say who, seemed to have taken an interest in our activities, and we would like, if that's okay with you, to use your, for lack of a better word, safe house. And if that's okay with you, I would like to stay here with my partner, of course. Is that okay? And he's like, well, I guess.
That's the one that I was looking for a minute. Sorry, I was looking for that for way too long. But yeah, no, we got his coordinates.
Was that?
Got his coordinates. Mm-hmm. You got him, boys. Take him out. Take Elgin out. Mm-hmm. I fought too damn hard for this damn little gnome.
So yeah, there's he's like, oh sure, if you don't feel safe.
This is also dealing with internalized racism.
If you don't feel safe, you're more than welcome to stay here. So for the rest of the next few sessions, neither Elgin or Addy will be with you, relieving me of an insane amount of headaches.
I'm so sure. That's the one downside about adding the little NPCs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not fun.
And by the way, I think we all like Elgin and Addy. Well, Addy or Elgin at least.
Yeah.
But like, it's also, and no offense to you on it either, because like you said, it'll be nice for you to take a break from it. But also like, there weren't really like the little guy character, right? They were more of like something to help us with taking a break from the like real world here or the world for a moment. But like they're a cool character to like help us like go forward in the plot. And I think sometimes it felt like they were like dragging us in other ways where we could explore more now without them.
I'm gonna get water.
I mean, it's kind of like.
Go ahead.
It's kind of like, actually, Addy seems like.
Eddie seems like a nice guy, but like a decent guy, but also the kind of dude to like give you some like sweater that like feels like it's made out of pubes, and then like offended when you don't wear it.
Addy that much.
Yeah, he's kind of
like expects you to wear it even though it's like really itchy because it's like some like really scratchy like wool sweater or something that feels like it's made out of pubes.
Love how specific this is, by the way.
Beer Bash, yeah, it's like it sounds extremely specific, like you have this friend. You met this person.
I have never been given a sweater that felt like it was made out of pubes, thankfully.
That's funny.
I'm gonna get some water myself, guys. Just a second.
Okay. No, everyone take a bio break if you need real quick.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go smoke another cigarette.
All good. We can all take a quick minute.
Oh, I went early for the break.
Cigarettes I have are like ultra cheap reservation cigarettes that I can smoke pretty quickly. I like American spirits, but the problem with them is one, they're fucking racist, and two.
Oh, they are.
Nash, I would say if you're gonna go smoke and do that, I'd go do it quicker because I think we're gonna be quicker done before you do that.
Also, American spirits taste bad.
Laura, I heard the CEO of American Spirits say the same thing about you.
I mean, okay.
He literally said, and Laura tastes bad. I don't know. Listen, I don't make the rules.
I mean, I didn't think he was the type to kiss and tell, but whatever.
Aren't you the DM? Aren't you supposed to make the rules?
I can't talk to you, Dubsy. I'm done with you. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm really happy that all y'all's decided to start game mastering at different games and being like, because more GMs, more games, more playing, more everything, and not all of the onus falls on me. I don't know if you guys know it. Like I played D&D forever, right? But I hadn't played in like a number of years because I couldn't get a group together. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of forced into DMing.
Relatable.
By somebody was like, "Oh, let's play D&D." I'm like, "Okay, let's play D&D. I love D&D." It's like, "You DM, you're the only one who has experience." And I'm like, "Okay." And then like it kind of stuck around, that eventually ended up staying. Like Now I am the DM.
Hey, I'm
haven't
very happy
played
to
as a
do
player.
like a one shot or even longer stuff once we're done. Where you are a player, because I would love to.
I would love that.
Yeah, I see that.
It's it's like I mean I like playing. I'm a player at heart. I also have terrible main character syndrome, but that's a different story.
I need to hold Seaweed at gunpoint and force her to teach me how to put things into
Forge.
Foundry.
Foundry, not Forge.
Yeah.
Foundry. Yeah. Guys, I started the School of Grads, and it's a lot. And I'm only taking one class, but it's still like a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, being educated is hard. Why do you think I dropped out?
What did you study? What were you studying?
Art.
Oh, that's nice. See, I'm studying something that's sterile and boring. I study numbers. Oh, super quick, Kat. Grad school and what?
You're
Education?
muted.
Yeah, my degree is going to be in adolescent English education. So like 7 through 12, teaching English. So
That's
interesting
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah.
You're not gonna try to rap Shakespeare though, right? Please.
Rap Shakespeare? What?
You know, like try to be the cool teacher that is like.
No, I'm the cool
Shakespeare.
teacher who knows what skibbity toilet is.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Shakespeare. A lot of Shakespeare's already in iambic pentameter, so like if you just put a beat to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like it kind of does.
Just need the backbeat, really. And then you're there.
Yeah, I was saying like it's one of those things that sounds like extremely like bad 80s sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
Like the teacher that tries to
rap Shakespeare.
Yeah.
The real question is though, which play?
Well, okay.
Which play?
Which
King
play?
Lear. I'm gonna be the Count of Burgundy, and I'm going to wrap all my lines with my twirly mustache.
Actually, I'm gonna be
That's what
playing.
Lenny was when we saw him.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna be playing Hortensio in January, just so for gaming.
Cool.
Oh yeah, send us the link. We'll try to make it
Yeah.
at some point.
And
Maybe before my second semester starts.
Yeah.
When
that's
is
exactly
it? Maybe at
my-
that point Alec can fly me over or something.
Yeah, you can stay with us. We've got space
You can
in the
totally-
basement.
You can totally
For sure.
like. There's a bunch of space in New York City if you want to come.
The invitation is
Hello.
extended.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Lenny,
No, but like about who coming?
Dubsy.
Dubsy.
Oh, Dubsy? That'd be dope. Yeah, we got plenty of space though.
That's what
I
I,
would
was
love
just
to.
saying.
I have to get a
We have more-
bulletproof vest though. America
To be fair, like,
dangerous.
do not. I hate to. For right now, at least, we got more space than you guys.
That's Dubsy. That's
But-
Dubsy.
But
I'm not
not to
hearing
brag on
so,
it.
You know.
And that being said, though, I want you guys to come over here sometime for dinner. I would love to make dinner for y'all. If you want, you can help me too, Ken, if you want. But like, I mean, when I say make dinner for y'all, you know what I mean. I'm making dinner for Elise. But like,
Ordering pizza for Lenny. Cooking for Elise.
Fuck yourself.
I love you.
Like for reals. Like, oh, I'm making dinner for Elise. Okay. Oh, that's
I'm
fine.
joking. I was joking. You know I love you.
I need to hurry up and move so that way I can fucking just take a train up and hang out with you guys.
And then you can see Lenny in the play.
Welcome to, Laura. Listen,
yeah.
The one thing that I'm very, very, very happy that like Kat and I got very lucky with is where we're at right now. Is we got a lot of space, and
that's a rarity in New York.
Yeah,
in New York, we live in Brooklyn in a very nice place. That's as far as we go on saying it, but we live in Brooklyn and like and we have 2 fucking floors, a 2-floor apartment with in-unit laundry.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
No,
I
like
mean,
we're very...
I can't even find that here in Oklahoma City.
BK is like as big as Berlin, so it's not like saying
no.
much.
That's why. That's why.
than Berlin.
I was just gonna say because we held off from saying our neighborhood. That's the only thing. Because that closes it in. But Brooklyn itself is in a whole city. So literally, though.
Even in Rochester, it's hard to find like an apartment that nice.
Yeah, we got very, very fortunate.
But anybody
it's
who's
not
from New York,
cheap, to be fair.
Okay,
FYI.
but it's not like super
thing,
expensive either.
Yeah,
Can I say
compared
one
to other
thing?
places. Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody who is from New York, though, knows the 2 of you knows for certain which neighborhoods you are not in.
We've told, we've even given some clues. Like they do know that we have gone on statement that we
let's
live in
just say it. What?
I don't care about that.
No, it's not that. What I'm saying is,
it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a
is,
guys. Dubsy, it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it. No, like we used to live in East Flatbush, and we've talked about it because that was part of our lives, and affected us.
Post geolocation, you won't.
I just wanted to say this. I'm just trying to say that they know you. They know like who you are, and 99% you are not living in hold on, you're not living in Bay Ridge, because Bay Ridge is just a bunch of guineas.
But it doesn't matter. But like at the end of the day, like the only point is like hold on, Dubsy, is like I don't care about like I just care about reducing the amount of or adding to the amount of effort that would need to go into like stalking my life. That's the thing.
Dubsy, were you going to ask what
we're
that
going
word
to find things out? I've had literally people learn Tamil.
What is Guineas?
Language, so that they could learn slurs and how to like do shit like that. I've had people pretend to be other people to be in my Discord, like or just fake people and then hide it. I just had a hate raid not too long ago, even recently, like literally last week or something. Like
that's why. Speaking of, if you were live and were undeafened when I accidentally doxed my school, please private your VOD.
Yeah,
that's why I keep that.
So like the big thing is like they can figure out where we are. That's not the biggest issue. My only care is like putting barriers in front of that because no matter what, anything is searchable. People only just stop caring at a certain amount.
Yeah, if it's harder to do, then people will give up. Or
some people won't.
Yeah, there's some people who won't, but it's going to be very, very few.
That's more of an issue when you get bigger and bigger. But like, I mean, Kat and I do have our own weird. I have enemies on the internet. I hate saying that.
I'm sorry. I would just like to point out the chat that's going on, the conversation that's going on in the chat, and Dubsy has never heard the word Guinea, which is a slur against Italians as much as Guido, and
it's like one of the worst ones if you're not an Italian guy calling it yourself, isn't it?
Guido, Dago, Guinea, those are all very bad words that used to be indicated for used to indicate Italians when Italians were not considered whites in the United States, because like if there's something like that we can all be sure of is that
It's okay, Lenny. I don't think you're white.
Racism is a very American thing. So anyway, do we want to go back to the game?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So, Azel basically gets you gets out. He's like, you can come with me. So he gets you through this maze of a bazaar, and he moves so swiftly. When he was in the home, he had feet. You saw his feet, but all of a sudden he's hovering.
RGR
again,
would be
right?
upset.
Who?
RGR would be upset.
Who's RGR?
Oh no! some really annoying puritanical piece of shit on Twitch and liberal Twitch Paul.
I did not even want to think about that person. It's been so long. I have no clue what this has to do with RGR.
I would not be surprised if she was.
We saw his feet.
Wait, who is this?
RGR, who basically everyone decided that they hated her because she said that no one should show feet because some people have foot fetishes.
That's first off, there's way more things to hate her for.
Oh yeah, but that being as ridiculous as it is what made a lot of regular people hate her.
Yes.
That's what
I don't know. All I know is her kink at Pride discourse is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
That's what I know about her a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, she's a trans woman, and on the list of why I also say I hate trans people, yes. Anyways, I'm a transphobic. This is well known.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a transphobe. Anyways, let's continue.
So anyway, he moves extremely quickly through the maze of this bazaar, and you guys struggle to keep up with him, right? Until he eventually stops at this building, which has it's very beautiful. It has these gigantic clockwork gears in front of the building, all golden, and it's and it says Zephyr's Transportation. Literally, that's the name of the thing. Guys, names not my thing. And you see that there's a blimp at the very top of the building. You can see it from here. It's a little bit far from you have to kind of stretch your neck to see it fully. But there's a blimp at the top of the building, and it's connected to a little tower with a walkway that is connected to the blimp, right? You can see that this is probably from the size of the blimp, it's probably not a commercial blimp. These are you've seen in the sky blimps that are way bigger than the one that you're noticing. But basically, it's kind of his symbol. So Azel walks in, and he looks at there's a human behind the counter, and he goes to the human, and he's like, tell Zephyr that I am here to talk to him. Tell him it's Azel. And the person is like, sure. So she takes a sending stone and says, Azel is here, and puts down the sending stone. And after a few seconds, the sending stone vibrates, and the voice says, send him up. He's like, come with me. So he brings you into another room through an elevator that goes up a couple of floors, and there's this room which is grandiose. Everything is made in gold and velvet. There's these huge bookshelves. There's lanterns that are held by they're not lanterns. They're literally open fires that are floating around the room for light. And at the end, there's a desk that is elevated from the floor about 1.5 feet. And behind this desk, you see a djinn, whose skin is like the color of bronze. And he has like very icy blue eyes. He's completely shaved and has like one long strand of hair that goes down from the top of his head, and he's like, Azel, what can I do? What can I do for you today? Sorry, I remember that he had an accent.
Is that your accent or what is that?
That's not my accent. Do you not? Have you never talked to me before?
No, I have you never talked to me.
It is my accent.
I have not talked to you in Italian much.
I've never heard any Italian that sounds that Russian, except for maybe a Russian person trying to learn Italian.
But it was just funny hearing the accent. Maybe I'm just mixing it up from over here, okay? Yeah, that was Russian.
Anyway, he's like, what can I do for you?
Middle Eastern, never mind.
Supposed to be. I'm not good with like, what can I do for you today? And he's like, Azel is like, well, I have these friends from the society, and they need to have passage away from the crossroads. And he's like, oh well, if they need passage, they will need papers. Let me ask you, how did you get into the crossroads?
Well, funny story. Magic.
FaceTime.
Let me guess. He's like, let me guess. You walked into a portal, right?
That's correct.
We're getting somewhere. No, I'm sorry.
That's what I have been told.
Mm-hmm. You're told correctly.
Yes.
There's bird sounds speaking in tongues.
All of a sudden, he like looks at you and is like, huh, we have somebody speaking Aryan? It's like,
you can understand?
I don't, but I'm, part Arakokra on my great-grandmother's side. So...
Wait, what was Bird Sound doing? I missed that.
Speaking in Orin.
Oh, was that... Sorry. Oh, that's because you're playing... I just had the Discord open mainly while we were doing this, but that makes sense. Sorry.
I am 116 Auran. I'm 116 Arakokra from my great-grandmother's side. So I don't understand just a few words here and there. But see, I knew that there was somebody that came in not through the front door into our wonderful nation. And that is a problem, because anybody that gets into the crossroads and gets out of the crossroads is given a paper with a magical signature. And the magical signature, and that paper with the magical signature is taken back from whoever when they leave the crossroads. Now let me guess, you don't have that paper, do you?
No, unfortunately.
And that's exactly what I thought.
Am I gonna have to get smuggled out of here in a large animal's asshole again?
No, nothing of the kind. You see, the magical signature is difficult to counterfeit, but
It's doable.
It's doable for somebody who is, close to the council. Now,
could I bullshit check this, like inside check, if he's telling the truth?
Check. Sure.
Just to make sure it's not like fucking bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, you need this. This is very much. Everybody has this. 16.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
All right.
He sounds like he's telling the truth. So he turns and he's like, he turns towards Birdtown and is like, I did not quite get that, but I think you're talking about the cult. Funny you should mention that. You see, I have a problem of my own, and maybe we can work together on getting you your paper and then getting you out.
What is your proposal?
Well, you see, I have a daughter. Her name is Lila. And it seems to be to have disappeared over the last few days, and I think I know who is responsible for my daughter's disappearance. His name is Malik. He is another member of council, and I have intelligence that says that he is collaborating with a very shady individual, maybe like some sort of religion of great old one of ethereal plane, and he wants to take over council, and I think he kidnapped my daughter for have leverage against me. Now, I would like for you to investigate. I am very prominent in this city. I cannot be high profile, right? If I try, everybody will know that I am trying to investigate into Malik. So I think that you maybe can investigate, maybe gather proof that he is that he kidnapped my daughter, and maybe help liberate Lila.
All right.
And if you do that, I will grant you paper and passage on one of my blimps.
What do you know about him that might be helpful in investigating him?
Well, I only know where you can find his store.
Okay.
He peddled his substandard goods at a store here in Crossroads.
What sorts of things does he sell?
All sorts of magical artifacts, which, in my opinion, are not very good.
Do you know what the store is called?
It's Malik's Bazaar. Everybody knows Malik's Bazaar.
Oh, okay. I didn't, but I do now.
Sorry. Yes.
I was going to ask though, before we get too far.
Malik.
Like, what if this investigation comes with answers that you don't like?
That I don't like? What are you thinking?
That he doesn't like.
Oh.
What type of answers? What type of answers?
What if he isn't the person that kidnapped Lila?
Well, then you would help me probably find who did kidnap Lila, wouldn't you?
We can definitely reroute course. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't dead set on an answer before we started doing anything.
Oh, no. I want you to gather evidence. Okay. And I want you to maybe help me liberate Lila. But it's a.
Do we know why she was kidnapped in the first place? You said leverage, but this is a bold move to do in a city, is it not? Like this?
Was there any demands if she was taken for leverage?
I did not receive anything. You see, Malik is very strategic man. He would not confront me directly. He will wait, most likely, until he has the upper hand, and then, when it is most convenient for him, he will say, "You want to see your daughter alive? Do this."
You're saying your daughter's just been turned into an elaborate business move? Is that what this is, basically?
This is the capitalist city, Nellis.
Well, you probably know this about Crossroads. Everything is a trade here. This is a trade for him.
What is your daughter worth to you? I'm curious.
Well, for one, it's worth your skin. Because if you don't get out of here, somebody will probably catch you.
No, I'm asking because I don't know your... I would like to think that you just care about her. I would like to think you care about her, but I don't know everyone here.
Entire life. Are you kidding me? My daughter is my entire life.
Okay. You just said everything's business also just a second ago.
Well, there's let's just say that most things are business, and family is very important to me.
I respect that.
I mean, not all jinns are just obsessed with business. Look at Azel here. He became a Gordonian of all things. And Azel is like, yeah, it's great.
So, Earthsound does a really deep bow, wings spread all the way out, says, "It will be done."
Okay.
He's like, I like this bird.
I think it's about time we go shopping at Malik's Bazaar.
This bird fucks.
Can some of us get a long rest, though, maybe? I don't know.
Might be a good idea. We can go first thing in the morning if that would be easier.
Yeah. I think that would be good since I'm at 17 health. How long do we have 14. To play still, too? What's at your... because are we also at your out time, Lenny, or
no? We have a little bit more time, but...
okay, cool.
I said 5:30.
Yeah.
And also like it's also a... like it's a hardish out. It's not like super hard, but it's kind of like I have to go. But like if we go to 7:40, it's not. Yeah.
Medium al dente, some would say.
It's medium al dente. It's al dente. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
it's like medium carbon steel.
So how do we do a long rest on here again? Or do you have to do
it manually?
Yeah, you just go to the combat tracker.
We'll pay gold to like go get a place to stay, or can we stay
tracker
here at the Gordonians?
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah, and then you go to menu, and then there's a little thing that says rest, and you do long rest.
Huh?
And there we go.
Where's it at?
Where do you go to menu on the
He did it for us.
Oh,
you did? Oh, I see it. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do you have? I don't see what you
see. It in the combat tracker.
Yeah, I did not.
I think it's probably a DM view thing.
Changed, and it says in the chat, it says GM party taking a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
do you need to take gold from us or whatnot? Sorry, I'm being
because you guys are.
Does the teacher need to take me homework? And give us homework?
No, because you guys are sleeping at Mr.
Dope. I'm happy to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to eliminate from the combat tracker Elgin and Addy. Okay. So you wake up, you're all rested.
You go to... right now, actually, mind you, can I do also some maybe infusion changes and whatnot?
Sure.
Maybe not infusion changes, but I'll use the long rest for now, and we can do it. I can do it at a short rest or whatnot later if need be. But just for funsies, I was thinking about changing my armor set to my combat model, which I can do during short or long rests. But I can still use it like as an action to don and doff it. It's just switching it to which model it is.
Yeah. How much is the AC when you have it?
Let me look at it here. Armor model. Boom.
I believe like lighting launcher. No, model defensive field.
Yeah, it's the defensive field. I gain temporary hit points equal to the to my level in class, replacing any temporary hit points you already have. You lose the temporary hit points if you doff the armor. You can use the bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Thunder gauntlets, and then it has I believe it has the it has the defensive field and the thunder gauntlets.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't understand is yes, this is one that you have on currently, are you not?
No, I have the infiltrator on.
Oh, okay.
It's infiltrator and guardian. At least with those two. They can advance to like bigger things later. But yeah, the infiltrator made me more like stealthy. And gave me the lightning launchers. This gives me the thunder gauntlets, which like punches.
Okay. Do you know
let me see what I need to do.
But you don't know you don't know the amount of
I can pull it up. What do you need?
The AC that gives you. That's all I want to know.
It doesn't. I believe doesn't my arcane armor. You gotta pull up Talia's, dog. I don't have that like off the bat. Hold on. Let me try and get to it. Or if someone can pull up Talia's.
No. No, not Talia's. It's your shit.
That's what it's in. Huh?
Hold on.
The arcane armor. The arcane armor rules is in Talia's.
Why is it on Talia's? Oh, Tasha's, you mean, not Talia's.
Oh, not sorry. Yeah, I was saying Talia as in Talia the Rat Bat. Sorry. Tasha's. It's in Tasha's. Tasha's cauldron. Or whatever.
Cauldron of everything.
I know.
Okay, so just give me a second. I will find it. You were like Talia. I'm like, why wouldn't it be in Talia's stuff? We don't armor equipment, multi-class and artificer.
Artificer. It's right under it's under artificer, it's under that, and then armor.
Artificer specialist, armorer, armor spells, arcane, armor. Third levels. Okay, so I'm gonna share this with you guys because it's cool. It's a cool little image. And then so okay, and it's so, but it doesn't say anything about.
I've checked it. I believe it doesn't change the AC. I believe that's what it is. It gives you the temporary hit points, but it's the same AC of
armor model. You have infiltrator. What's the one that you have the infiltrator? But
Guardian,
which one do you want?
Guardian.
Guardian. Okay, the design of your armor to be in the front line and conflict, and it has the following features, which are thunder gauntlets and defensive field.
Mm-hmm.
And you can Thunder Gauntlets. Each of the armor's gauntlets counts as a simple melee weapon while you aren't holding anything out, and deal 1d8 thunder damage on a hit. A creature hit by the gauntlet has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn, and the armor magically emits a distracting pulse when the creature attacks someone else. And the defensive field, as a bonus action, you can get temporary hit points equal to your level in this class. In your case, is 5. That's it. You lose.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We've done this before, dog.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say, like, that's not that crazy. We switch it. Like, I think it's supposed to like take some tools and whatnot, but like, I have a lot of those. Just kind of how it works. But like, I need to take time on it. That's the only thing. Through a long rest. And it switches over to like what I can switch through. I can switch through on and off through an action for like switching the armor, but switching which type it is, I have to do during a rest of some kind.
Okay, so
that's all.
You go to Malik's Bazaar. Anybody else wants to do anything else? Or once going twice going.
No, that should be fine.
So, okay, you go to Malik's Bazaar. Malik's Bazaar looks like a very messy warehouse. Like there's all these objects everywhere hanging. Like it's very big. There's like objects hanging, like birds in little cages, and like snakes in other like in little tanks, and then there's like all sorts of ingredients and reagents. It smells really strong, like maybe like animal feed or manure. You are not quite sure. As you walk in, there's no door. Like it's kind of an open tent of sorts, and you walk in. You notice like there's a goblin with like 2 earrings, and he's cleaning the floor, or they're cleaning the floor. You're not sure what the gender of this goblin is. You're not familiar with.
I cast identify on their gender now.
They're non-binary.
And then like at the like you walk towards the only place that seems to be like a counter, and there's a human female, one of the few humans that you've actually seen since you arrived at the crossroads. Most people are of let's just say other species. Like they're not like humans seem to be more rare here than they were.
Wow, othering them still, even though the humans are the minority. Other species, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's like, well, welcome to Malik's Bazaar. How can I help you today?
Looking around, I'm curious what sorts of things you have. Looks like a pretty wide variety. I'm curious if you specialize at all.
We specialize in little odds and ends in the magical world. Anything that might strike your fancy. We are, after all, the premier destination for magic users in all of the crossroads.
Sounds pretty useful.
Well, Leo's doing this. I'm looking around and trying to be
quite charming. By the way, she is quite charming. She's
Oh, I am too. Don't worry.
She's a brunette with very, very big blue eyes. Like she's very pretty and.
Nillis turns around and now she's in awe. Now.
Are you gonna try to?
No, I'm not even right now. I'm literally just looking around at items and trying to be more inconspicuous currently.
I have to say, Lyral, you're the first bard that I played that doesn't hit on everything that walks, and I love that.
Yeah, I'm breaking stereotypes.
That makes sense because they're that fucking
You're not trying to seduce every door you open.
Yeah, that's not what charisma's
you
for.
You haven't tried to seduce a single door yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. I am legitimately grateful at you for that. Like you cannot believe how grateful I am as a DM. Anyway, so she's like, well, what are you interested? What type of objects are you interested? Are you interested in rings of protection or things that can give you spells, or like in maybe a sword or a rapier or a battle axe? Anything that has a magical property you can find at Malik's.
Mm-hmm. Are there any particular magic properties that you specialize in? All of these would be useful either to myself or to one of my friends.
We're, again, I told you, we're just like the most extensive type of store. We have the largest collection in all of the Crossroads. We get objects from Thalden, and we get objects from all of the other continents, and also occasionally one of our agents might find something interesting in another plane, if you will.
I think Nilla
Would you mind? Yeah, I was gonna say, while they're having this conversation, if it's inconspicuous enough, and if I need a roll for or whatnot, I was gonna say Nillis could even make a little bit of a distraction while she does. But can she, like coming under, because she's also wearing her leather. She's not wearing her armor or anything. Because for the first time, Nillis is feeling like, God, I haven't needed more of that armor in forever. Like, for so long, I've been having to be under invisibility, or this girl is just happy to be like not as oppressed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sure. But under like her little leathers, like peeps out Talia, not Tasha. And I whisper in her ear to see if like I can get Talia behind the counter and go to investigate.
Sure. So
and I can make a distraction if I need to while she does it. Is what I was gonna say.
What are you gonna do for a distraction?
I was gonna say I could look at and then drop and like try to be clumsy, and like drop something, but like not destroy it.
You roll for performance.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oofers. I did it to myself, guys. Either way. It's a -1 as well.
Jesus fucking Christ.
First off, I do want to remind you that you and I had a conversation before we ever started this campaign, and you said, do we kind of want to make it a thing that Nillis is kind of always getting us into trouble? I have gone through with that, so do not go, Jesus Christ, my whole thing is to have shit rolls in the first place.
Okay, so she is not going to have disadvantage in...
That's why I love her. She's just a girl, guys.
Okay,
she's just a girl fighting the world.
Talia goes in the back.
Okay. And then Nillis just looks awkward. Or breaks things.
She comes back, and so in all of this...
was it happening during their conversation, or...
Yeah, it's happening during their conversation. And all of this, the girl behind the counter is like, hey, you break it, you buy it, okay?
I'm like, oh, sorry, just got curious.
And Talia comes back and she's like, no, why did I roll intimidation? Not intimidation. It's, sorry. investigation.
God, I love how
right next to each
terrible my
other.
rolls are today.
Ouch.
Okay. So Talia comes back and she's like, basically tells you that there's a door behind the counter.
Okay. That's all?
Yeah. That's all.
Any type of door? Okay, cool.
You see the goblin sweeping the floor next to you, and in that moment the girl behind the counter is like, "Get away from here with that broom. Don't you see I'm talking to can't you see I'm talking to customers?" And the goblin is like, "Yeah, bitch," and walks away.
I'm going to try to pretend not to be bothered by that at all. And I'm going to say, well, I would be definitely interested in many of these items that you have here, but I don't really have a lot of money at this point. Is it possible that you might be hiring?
Hiring? I already have help. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Mayor. I mean, he's our servant here. He's not the best, but
I can help
really
guests.
need much help. How would you be able to help guests?
I can, if I know the store a little bit better after a little bit of training, I can answer questions, I can show them around, I can ring them up.
Leoreal being a civil engineer or doing civil what is it? Fucking civil engineering as like a coder or whatever. Like
roll for persuasion for me.
Ooh, that made me nervous for a second.
I know it stayed on 8 way too long.
I know it did.
She's like, okay. Sure, but I mean, I'm hiring you. You're not gonna bring the entire circus here, right?
No, just me.
Huh. Why would you want to work here?
Because I can make money. Good a reason as any.
That sounds like a good reason. I like money. All right.
Yeah, that seems like it would actually work here, though. To be completely honest. And
you're hired.
Actually, Lenny, I know you are, but like any Star Trek fans, this like feels like Ferenginar. Like, there's like, which are the Ferengi?
I know what Ferengi.
No, I'm saying to other people that don't. I know you do. I know that Beer does. I think I know others do, but like.
Yeah.
The Ferengi are like the most capitalist people in like Star Trek, basically.
And they do not allow women to wear clothes.
That is one of that changes at the end of DS9, but
that's right.
Ferenginar becomes libbed up later,
just like these people.
She's like, you're hired for 1 day.
Okay.
If you do a good job, you get to stay.
All right. What's my first task?
Well, for now, just can you reorder and all of the. You see, we have like a wall of elms. Take this ring of identify. Identify each one of the elms and alphabetize them by power.
Okay. Do I need a roll for that or anything?
No. You're familiar with identify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, ring the ring back once you're done.
Of course.
So you do you do well. Do an intelligence check with a very low DC.
Okay.
Because you're alphabetizing them, so.
All right.
Yeah,
I love that we're rolling those.
You start alphabetizing them. It takes you about a couple of hours. In all of this, like,
I've left.
The goblin is looking at you suspiciously. The goblin is looking at you suspiciously. He really seems not to like you. Okay. Anything else all y'all want to do in the meantime?
Zanak will look around and see if there are any there are any part of the bazaar that are like hooker houses.
There what?
Love that for him.
Brothels.
Actually.
Hooker house.
Any part of
everyone else is the ones who are flirting with the doors. Me, the bard, I'm just getting myself a job to find out information.
Yeah, so of course.
I'm not going to the hooker house to be horny. Remember, Zanak is a giant. Actually, he has like no interest in normal sized humans.
Well, they're doing this. I'm gonna go back to the merchant.
I think
just for the record, there are plenty of hooker houses, and there are hooker houses for literally all sizes. Like, if you want a half ogre woman, you can get a half ogre woman. Like, so it's literally like there's more prostitution in the Crossroads than pretty much anywhere else.
So what you're saying is they're all better than Madam What's Her Face's House of Disappointments.
True.
Yes. 100%.
We've already been to one shitty brothel.
100%. This is way more liberal. There's absolutely no judgment. The kink that we're treated as something like kind of secret in Mund is like welcome here. There's absolutely no like, oh, this is a special brothel for people who like X, Y, and Z. It's just kind of like a free for all.
Right.
Okay, so what's your plan?
What I was gonna say though is while they're doing that, I'm gonna go back to the merchant that I want, and I'm gonna be like, let me try to learn this device, and I will. To keep working on it.
Okay. Do an intelligence check for me.
Mm-hmm.
DC 15. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that's nice of you. Hold on. Where's my it? Where is it? Why am I not seeing it?
Just intelligence, not intelligence.
Oh, that's
like
yeah. Under abilities, right? Yeah, no, I got it. All right. There we go. Finally, baby. Fucking sorry.
You get you get two things. You get
rolled that bad luck out of my dice. Give me that. Hold on, Lenny. Sorry.
Because you
that felt good.
So remarkably, you get two things. You get to retry your luck on this little automaton to fix it with your tinker tools, and you also get advantage in that.
Well, let's do it. So advantage, it's a D20, right?
Yeah, no, you go. Yeah, yes, D20, and then add your
Okay, 13 I'll take it.
Plus 6 is 19.
Oh, there we go.
So you fix the thing. You bring it back to the guy after probably like 3 hours, and the automaton like stands up and like does a little dance, and then he said, You would think that I never said that your mom was fat, but I did! And then sits back down.
I love that I made like a claptrap fucking thing from like. Of course, this is what it's like saying, but like, okay.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
I love it. I love it. No, it's great.
I even did like the miming thing, but it was like I was sitting in a weird way and you couldn't see it. But you would think that I never said that your mom was fat, but I did. And that's your like. He's like, okay, fine. You can fix some of my stuff. So every day for the next 5 days, if you want, you can get and come here and fix one of the the mechanical things that he has. If you succeed at all 5, if you succeed at all 5, hold on. If you succeed at all 5, you will get the spider half off. 50% off is a big fucking discount.
I feel like I should also be getting some other skill from that eventually, but that's another thing. Or just a spider. That's balancing, I guess.
Well, I don't know.
No, that's fine. I get that. That's balancing.
I can get maybe like an extra, like, +1 from like the Tinker Stool or something. So like, if you use tools, that will be like an extra so and so. Anyway,
but yeah. But I think
right.
you need to get going here in a sec.
Yeah. Does anybody want to do anything else with a store?
I think Zanak was trying to do something.
Well, he was trying to go to the brothel.
He was gonna go to the brothel, but that was for information gathering, so I'm totally fine to hard pause and pick up on the narrative when next time we meet.
Well, let's do the let's do the info gathering now, and then we'll call it. So you walk into this brothel.
The person that we were talking to was a djinn. Was that person a djinn that was asking us to look for their daughter? Was that a fucking?
That's a djinn.
Okay. Is there a djinn brothel then?
Most brothels, from what you see, are ran by djinns, by djinn women. And there are also, djinn.
Are there any with djinn sex workers in them?
There are djinn sex workers, but they are few and far between.
I love the way Zanak thinks, actually, by the way, because that's my move too. Go to the sex. I love sex workers.
Just to find out information. Like, you're gonna find good information out from them.
And also, just in case, like somebody's daughter gets kidnapped in some weird city like this, like it's reasonable to assume maybe somebody's trying to sell them into sex.
True. That's also true.
You get to the La Casa dei Gatti.
La Casa.
La Casa dei Gatti. Which is,
sorry, I didn't realize that's those dwarvish accent. You didn't know.
It's literally a cat house in Italian. And there's this beautiful.
Is that did you say Gatta di Noce?
Gatti.
That make me Gatti because that makes sense. No, I get you because that makes sense though because Bad Bunny from Puerto Rico has a song. Well, not him, but it's another song called Gato de Noche, which is I was saying Cat of the Night, which must mean the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the music video has a lot of ass. So I'm pretty sure.
So anyway, basically, there's this beautiful djinn woman looking at you. This is one of the few beings that can actually look you in the eyes at the same height. She's super tall. And she's like, "Oh, look, this is a big boy, isn't it?" So
How can I interest you today? What is your what strikes your fancy? Do you want a Goliath woman? Would you like maybe a halfling, or maybe a boy? Or
I am not a pedophile, thank you. But
that's it.
I was wondering if you had any djinn girls, almost like yourself.
I'm sorry. I just love that Zanak is so serious that he's just like this big giant dude,
and he's just like, right? I am not a pedophile.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
The only place I knew exiled Argentinians or exiled Europeans to survive was Argentina, where the Nazis fled after Nuremberg. But then I found out that their bunks were full with sexy little Hitler.
What the fuck is good?
What?
We just
that went on a weird tangent.
Game of Sato Machu Picchu reference. It's
okay.
It's a deranged
there was that,
show
but it went in and out, and we couldn't hear you, so it made it even more insane to like try to comprehend what was said.
So she's like, yeah, we do have a djinn girl, but are you sure you don't want like maybe a doppelganger girl that can transform herself into Clarence Thomas? I don't know. I don't know. I just had this idea. She's like,
that one would be necessary. A djinn girl will be fine.
Sure. So, she claps her hands, and literally the djinn girl like apparates in front of you. She is beautiful. She's like extremely muscular, but like her body is statuesque. She is wearing like this kind of like veil type of thing that wraps her body, and her skin is like a dark gray hue, and like long black hair that's stretched down to her knees. And she is like, well, and who are you?
My name's
I thought that was going to be a horny bonk, but it wasn't.
My name's
Your name's
Face Ripper.
Okay. Are you sure you can handle a djinn?
Yes. You give a good cloud job?
You're funny. Come. And she literally grabs you by the hand and drags you like she's walking really fast. And drags you to this room, which is like, you know, boudoir, like with a 4-poster bed and everything. And she starts like touching your chest, and it's very weird because when she touches your chest, you feel like a slight tingle, like a shock of electricity wherever she points your finger. Like wherever she points your finger, and then she goes like right next to your dick, and it's like you're immediately hard.
Now that we're away from your boss, he kind of like also brushes her away and is like, now that we're away from your boss, that won't actually be necessary. Does she match the description that the dude gave of his daughter?
No.
Not at all.
No.
And so then I just say, I'm flattered, but unfortunately you're not the djinn woman I'm looking for. I have really no interest in sexual encounters with really anything but giants, unfortunately. But yeah, I am here.
She's like, you're not interested? Excuse me?
I'm here to ask you a question. Have you seen any other jinn working in your profession lately that seem like they might be having their arms twisted into it, and then I give her a description of guys.
She's like, okay, you probably don't know a lot about jinns. We don't do things if we don't want to do things. Unless, obviously, you, well, cast a spell on us and trap us and all of that. But that's not something that happens in the Crossroads. No, I have not met anybody who is not willing to do this job.
Have you met somebody of that description I gave you, though? Anywhere at all?
You gave the description of the girl?
Yeah, of the girl. Lila? I can't really remember exactly how the dad described
Lila, it. Yeah. He gave you a description of Lila, you know, like he gave you a description of Lila.
Yeah, so I repeat it to her and I'm like, so you haven't seen anybody who looks like this. Her name's Lila, but I don't know, maybe somebody's trying to force her to call herself something else.
Know Lila. I mean, she is the daughter of one of the richest merchants in the Crossroads, but no, I have not seen her in this brothel. I actually have not seen her on the streets in, days. Not that she is like you would see her every day, but she's a pretty noticeable feature. Like when she goes out, she has like a train, and so it's pretty noticeable when Lila is out.
Okay, then.
If you're looking for Lila, I would suggest like the first place you might want to look is, well, maybe like ask around at her dad's store or
Well, here's the thing about that. I've been specifically sent by her father because she's been kidnapped. He thinks he knows who might have done it too, but we're trying to figure out what happened to either give definitive proof to him that she was kidnapped by the guy he thinks did it, or to tell him, what really happened if he happens to be wrong.
And who might that be? What did he tell you that he thinks kidnapped her?
I am so bad with remembering some of the fantasy character names. Malik, that's right.
It's like, oh, that's bad news. Malik is ruthless. Well, if you want to get to Malik, you have to go through Amelia. It's his storekeeper. She is the one that keeps the score. If anything happened to Lila, she would probably know what's going on.
Well, I think that'll be some valuable
She's into some shady. She's into some shady shit, that girl.
Well, I think that'll be a big help. Thank you very much, and just that your boss doesn't get fucking suspicious. And I just like wildly fake a fucking orgasm, then walk out and just like toss a couple of money.
Is that how Zanag views it? Like
this whole thing is gonna be 20. I forgot. This whole thing is gonna be 20 gold pieces because she brought you to the room.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You can take that from party funds if you need to.
Why the fuck do I forget where the money is? Oh yeah, it's an inventory.
Yep.
It's 20 gold, you said?
It's from the party funds.
Okay.
So you got the information. Funds. You gotta, and she tells you that the name of the girl of the shopkeeper is Amelia.
I probably would have figured that out by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just hey, it worked. It worked.
All right.
There was multiple approaches. Diversity of approaches. We all have different ends to this world now. We've all settled into the crossroads. Leorio and I both have jobs.
I actually think that this session was really cool. I love the fact that there's a lot of role playing, and there's gonna be, we're gonna have fun with luckily I wrote enough in advance to where we can actually go probably to the next session without waiting a whole lot of time, and I will not next week, but maybe in 2 weeks we can do this again.
I would also like to start on Foundry, and I can help you with that, Lenny.
That is, if beer is we'll work it out with beer.
We'll figure it out. Okay. And if anything, even if we need to make your character take a step aside or anything,